Chairman Molinar, Ranking Member Krishnamurthy, and members of the Select Committee, thank you for the opportunity to testify today on a topic critical to our national security. My name is Emma Stewart, and I'm the Chief Power Grid Scientist at the Idaho National Laboratory. The work I perform is at the intersection of energy security, cybersecurity, and resilience. Our critical infrastructure research, development, and deployments enable stakeholders to understand and mitigate the most consequential threats. INL is one of 17 US DOE national labs focused on building and testing more than 50 nuclear reactors in our full-scale test site. INL has developed a deep understanding of the operational technology and the cybersecurity engineering and processes needed to secure systems and provide critical function assurance. It's with this knowledge I speak to you today about the threat we face from CCP to the security of our energy delivery system. The backbone of our society is energy, with the US having the most complex, interconnected, and currently reliable electric grid in the world. In the US, we enjoy the capability and flexibility of electricity at any time, to any level, as the foundation of our economy, which enables military missions, delivers clean water, provides medical resources, and supports innovation. Over the past 2 years, we have heard from many qualified experts, federal organizations, such as joint statements from DOE and DHS, and testimony about the threat the PRC imposes on our US energy and other critical infrastructure sectors. We face an unprecedented and multifaceted threat from these CCP actors, given their ability and reported attempts to deliver cyber attacks, which could catastrophically impact our ability to deliver power to US citizens. This is no longer a warning, it is happening now and will continue to happen without a strategic unified focus on defense and deterrence of these attacks. The threat is demonstrated through the reports on Volt and Salt Typhoon, which describe capabilities ranging from pre-positioning access to our water and power networks in Volt, and intrusion, mass data collection, and espionage on our communications infrastructure with SALT. While the attention has shifted recently to Salt Typhoon, the dangers that were presented by Volt Typhoon's pre-positioning should not be understated or forgotten. This effort was not just about data collection, it was about gaining a foothold in many of our critical infrastructure controls. Volt and Salt Typhoon could be referred to as intrusions from the back door of our country, leveraging known vulnerabilities in equipment. We must close those doors, remediate, and detect future evolutions rapidly. We must also urgently address which could be referred to as a front door threat, which is the PRC dominance of our supply chain for the fundamental control layers, hardware, and power electronics that power our networks. A recent study sponsored by DOE Office of Cybersecurity, Energy Security, and Emergency Response, CSER, analyzed key manufacturers in the battery energy storage space and evaluated the impact of the integration of high volumes of battery storage from PRC manufacturers across the country. The study revealed a complex web of manufacturers, asset owners, and integrators, indicating the challenge of untangling the supply chain from raw material to finished product. Through a 20-year strategy to acquire IP, expand manufacturing, and flood the market, PRC manufacturers today dominate this field, with at least 70% of manufacturers being PRC-based, and over 90% having critical components from the PRC. When discussing solutions, the elephant in the room with PRC-dominant supply chains is rip and replace. It's a common recommendation for Chinese components. While effective in single-vendor threats, removing all of these technologies right now would harm our resilience and hinder the growth of a US supply chain. This study prioritized commercial and federal solutions and recommendations ready for immediate implementation to help solve this threat now. These measures protect, defend, and enable secure operation despite malicious supply chain actions, enabling strategic hunting and removal of threats like Volt Typhoon. However, no single solution exists to defeat this threat. We can repatriate critical component software and invest in a secure and US allied manufacturing base, but it requires a focused, urgent deployment strategy. With the help of the national labs, DOE CSER and the DOE Grid Deployment Office are already piloting this kind of assistance, hunting adversaries and implementing those controls to remediate the issue in the battery supply chain in particular, promoting the secure operation. One key solution in the portfolio is the use of cyber-informed engineering to enable design and effectively secure around and operate through the most consequential events. This portfolio has enabled us to work with all levels of asset owners, small to large, providing strategic operational and engineering solutions and prevent those most consequential cyber events. This work is not done. It leads to a second set of challenges and solutions, which is our ability to deploy defensive and deterrent capabilities. We might have the technology to remediate and repatriate. We do not have a coordinated deployment strategy, and market forces are not enabling effective portfolios to be built or customized. Our strategic defensive capabilities for the OT space are currently split into factions between national labs, the private industry, and federal entities. What I believe is needed is a task force with coordination and unification of our deployable resources, with strategic leads, federal funding, incentives and state backing, along with streamlined authorities to actually perform the remediation actions we need to do. It would provide critical backup to those asset owners who urgently need the support to take action against Volt Typhoon and others. To summarise, we have solutions. We need to use them fast and surgically excise the most consequential and simultaneous threats from our networks to our energy delivery system. I appreciate the opportunity to testify today and I look forward to your questions.
Ms. Gillespie.